Okay, now we're at the back of this beautiful specimen, and I really can hardly contain my excitement. Here you can see we've got a bike rack. Now this doesn't come as standard on the Jeep Wrangler, but you can of course sell it into the customer for a little bit of extra commission. But it is very easy to use, wonderfully simple. All you do when you're going to open this out is you pull this lever here, and that just pops out. Why does that happen? Well, that's because you can then open the back compartment and get into the fridge and the sink. Now, there is a very handy little implement, this, which if you do need to replace the wheel at any stage, you can take off this cover and then simply unscrew this with the tool provided. That will be down at the side column, which I'll explain later. This is now open, and I can give you some details about the sink and the new fridge that we have for the Jeep Wrangler. It is a standalone piece of kit which is wired into the battery of the Jeep. But if it's been on for too long and the Jeep has been sitting there and not moving, then it will automatically shut off before the battery dies on the Jeep Wrangler. Obviously, you need to keep driving the Jeep Wrangler every day or so in order to charge that battery up, because it will be using power from the battery, but it will cut off before the battery dies. There's some simple little controls here on the side where you can control your temperature. We want the temperature to be 30 degrees when it goes out, and also we want to set it to low. That means that it's working as an economy unit rather than using more power. So when you send the customer out with it, set it to 30 degrees Fahrenheit and also on that low setting. Apart from that, you're good to go. Very simple to use. And of course, we have the sink here for water. This works in exactly the same way as the Santa Cruz. You pop this up and down for your water spout, pushing it in and pulling it out using this lever. And there's water, and there's enough for 3 gallons of water in this tank. If you want to open and close the tank, this is set to closed right now, but when you want to drain it out at a campsite, you simply pull that lever up. Now, important to remember to tell the customers that they need to drain the water at the relevant place in the campsite. They can't just drop it off at the side of the road. We also have a very useful little table at the side on the door of the Jeep Wrangler. They're not all going to look like this, but they will of course have the same function. And this is a really good spot for putting your cooking implements, the gas barbecue and the gas canister. And I'll show you how to do that now. Okay, we've got this beautiful table here for your cooking needs and your little camper stove. Really important to tell customers that they need to flip this over so these bits are facing upwards before they start cooking. And this gets really hot. So after they've finished cooking, tell them not to touch this for a good 15 minutes afterwards. We don't want them getting burnt. Gas canister, very simple to use. You simply screw this in here, and then you can start using the stove by turning it on here, and the gas valve is there. You'll hear the gas, and then you literally just need to light it with a match. And you're away. Okay, escapees, please remember when the Jeep Wrangler vans are on the lot, we'd like you to keep the cooler door open just to freshen it up a little bit, and remember to turn that on-off switch to off. So turn the power off when it's on the lot.